Spider-Man, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. What's going on, guys? I'm Chris and welcome back to another video. So today we got a special one. We're doing a tier list ranking of all these Spider-Men variants, Spider-People, Spider-Folk, whatever you want to say. You got it, because we don't know what to call it either.
I call them Spider-People.
The Spiders. How about that?
Yeah.
Before we get into this thing, though, be sure to hit the like button, comment down below your favorite Spider variant. This is all the live-action ones and all the ones we've seen so far in the Spider-Verse films.
At least the ones that matter.
Yeah, we're going to have a villain tier list as well, so stay tuned for that. Subscribe to that notification bell. Without further ado, let's dive right in. So the tiers we have, I switched them up a little bit. So we got top 5, amazing, solid, meh, and the worst. Let's see what happens. Starting out, we've got Spider-Man Noir, voiced by Nick Cage.
I want to say meh, but Nick Cage, I feel like makes him solid. Just because I love Nick Cage.
He's funny.
Yeah.
And it's like Nick Cage, and we're going to get more of him beyond, which has me
Rubik's
excited.
Cube is funny.
Yeah, and by the way, mild to possible spoilers for Across the Spider-Verse. You've been warned. And pretty much all the Spider-Man movies. What are we talking about? But I would say, yeah, I'm on the fence between solid and meh here. If we're looking at the other 3 from the first Spider-Verse film, where does he rank is the question. Because we're going to have to talk about. He's in the middle. Front of meh, maybe?
Yeah.
He is funny, but you have to like look at everyone on this tier list and think about where they're going to end up. Speaking of that film, we got Spider-Ham. I think Spider-Ham's the best of like the 3 lower tiers variants into the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
I would go front of solid.
Yeah.
John Mulaney is
so funny.
hilarious.
He's like the
role.
best for that. No one else could have ever voiced Spider-Ham.
I love how he talks like this.
I just washed my hands. That's why they're wet. No other reason.
These 2 right here, as you guys can see in the tier list, excited for more of them in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Do you think they'll get John back?
Yeah, they have to.
I bet they will.
And Nick Cage, everyone has to come back. Moving on, our first of 3 live-action Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man. When it comes to the top 5 conversation...
He's not in it.
He's not in it.
No! You think he is?
Yeah, he's in the top 5. He's in the top 5.
Amazing.
Now, he might be at number 5, but he is in the top 5 when it comes to the... We're looking at... Look at all these people right here, all of them. You're saying that he is not one of the 5 best out of those. He is. Now, you have to separate the MCU films, which I know are divisive, but he, again, is the first live-action Spider-Man who actually felt and looked like a high schooler. He's got all the Civil War, Infinity War moments, too. Those count when it comes to this overall Spider-Man. He's top 5. He's top 5. I will die on that hill.
Okay.
It'd be disrespectful not to put him there.
Okay.
So we're going top 5 with Tom. Now, he might fall to 5.
He will fall. There's no might.
But, again, we're putting 5 in here.
Yeah.
And we'll have the discussion when we get to the end about who you would have put in here over him.
Okay.
I'm very curious to see. But next we have Miles Morales, the front man of the Spider-Verse films.
Top 5.
Yeah, I was messing.
I was about to say. Top 5 easily.
Yeah, I was just kidding. I literally just wanted to play.
And above Tom.
Yes, I would agree. Above Tom. And the reason being is...
He's funnier.
I feel like he has a more relatable story.
Especially if Miles started out as a live-action character and he was written exactly the same, he's more Spider-Man-y, in my opinion, than Tom.
I love Miles, and it's hard not to, especially after Across the Spider-Verse. He sticks to his guns and what he believes in. I love the man. I love him.
He was acting the most Spider-Man in Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Arguably has more iconic lines than Tom Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Next we have Penny. Penny Parker's the worst of the 3 like lower tier variants from Into the Spider-Verse.
She's bottom of meh.
Bottom of meh because Spider-Man Noir is better. Look, she is fine, but in terms of these 2, they carry, and she's just there.
I find it interesting that she's the only one that got brought back voice-wise in this one.
Mm-hmm. Next we have Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099.
The worst.
The worst.
I don't like him. The more I have sat on this movie and the more that I've seen the reaction of other people to the character of Miguel, I hate him. Oh, he has a sad backstory. His family died. Guess what? It wasn't even his family.
I was going to say, I think that he's a liar. I think that there's a lot with this character that is going to be revealed to be false in the Beyond the Spider-Verse film. It's hard because like you have to differentiate character versus personal preference. He's damn sure not a top 5 or amazing character to me. I don't think he's the worst.
We're ranking the Spider people.
Okay.
We're ranking the Spider-Man. If I'm looking at what Spider-Man stands for, I'm looking at the type of character Spider-Man is. The type of Spider-Man that we know. What Spider-Man stands up for. Miguel is 0 of those things. He is the worst. He is the worst Spider-Man. He is the worst Spider-Man.
So you know what? If we look at it through that lens, he is.
Real Spider-Man would
He's a
never,
villain.
like, pin down another Spider-Man and say, you're a mistake. You are not supposed to be here. You're an anomaly. You suck. You should die. He didn't say that last part, but that's what he implied. He sucks. Bottom. Worst. The worst.
I don't think you're aware of the power I possess when I do this. I just set off a nuclear bomb in the comments, but we're going to do it anyway. There we go. To each their own. I think that he's a really great character, but in terms of Spider-Man, personal preference, screw him.
Yeah.
Next we have Andrew Garfield Spider-Man from the Amazing Spider-Man films and No Way Home.
Top of top 5.
This is my favorite live-action iteration. He's the best actor. He has the charisma of Spidey, the quips. He's got a romance. He's got the best web swinging. I'm going top of top 5 with Andrew Garfield.
He's my favorite ever, and he always has been.
It's like not even close, really. I think No Way Home is the final nail in that coffin. Like when you see all three of them together, we just rewatched it. He's out acting them all. He's out Spider-Maning them all. It's so evident when they're all together.
We watch these people that do commentary tracks, and this one guy explains it perfectly. Toby and Tom, they're great actors, casted to play Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield was born to play Spider-Man.
Yes.
Like you can't...
It's in his veins.
The way that he acts when he is Spider-Man, that's not something that you can learn to do. He was born to play Spider-Man. It's that simple.
He was made for the role, and it shows here in the Amazing Spider-Man film. So.
And he was cut short, and it makes me sick to my stomach.
We'll see him again one day, though. I really believe that. I'm serious.
I'm gonna cry.
I think we're gonna see him again. Moving on, we've got Peter B. Parker, right outside the top 5 for me. I'd go amazing with Peter B. Parker. He is the great mentor figure to Miles in the first film.
See, this is the one that I would have swapped out with Tom. After seeing him in this movie, he's had just a very nice...
He's a father now. Mayday's his kid.
He's a father.
He's inspired by Miles, just like he inspired Miles in the first movie. It's a beautiful kind of a mirror image thing for sure. He's great. Jake Johnson voices him. He's hilarious, but I can't go over the two other people that I'm going to put in top 5 that I see on this list.
He would have been at the bottom of top 5
Okay.
for me. He would be where Tom is, and then Tom would be at the top of Amazing.
I'm aware.
If this was my tier list,
Yeah.
but it's not. So you can go ahead and put him in Amazing.
We're gonna put him in Amazing. He makes a cheeseburger look so good in Into the Spider-Verse. When he's downing that cheeseburger in that diner, like I'm getting hungry thinking about it right now. So he's amazing. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Moving on, we've got Spider-Man India, whose name is
Prabharkar.
yeah, Pavitra, I believe is the way they pronounce it.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it very well, but I know how to spell it.
Kind of a scene stealer in Across the Spider-Verse. I
He's
thought he was
really
hilarious, especially when he wakes up in the morning and he's like, I try not to do too much of a workout because I'm naturally bulk, and he talks about his hair. It's like
He's funny.
coconut something and genetics. It
Yeah.
was hilarious. So he is very funny in this movie. Excited to see even more of him beyond the Spider-Verse. I would go like top of solid almost, bordering amazing.
I would put him in Amazing pretty much.
Amazing.
I like him.
Okay.
Bottom of Amazing, but I think he's really funny and great.
Peter B is better.
Yeah, that's why I said bottom of Amazing.
Okay, right here.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Next, we got Toby, the OG Spider-Man that was here before any of the others on this list. He's top 5. And you're not allowed to sway me. He is a top 5
He
Spider-Man.
is top 5, but I think the
He's over Tom.
argument
He's
is
over Tom.
100%. But the argument is where we put him.
Andrew's above him. It's then Miles versus Toby, and I think Miles is probably a little better.
Yes.
So Toby goes right here in top 5, leaving room for only one more.
Oh, I wonder who it could be.
And I wonder where they'll be placed is the real question. But yeah, Toby's a top 5. I mean, come on. Next we have Spider-Bite. Solid.
Yeah.
Behind
Spider-Man.
And she barely speaks in the movie.
Yeah, we don't even get as much of her in this movie as we do of Spider-Ham.
No. Spider-Ham, funny. Spider-Bite, solid. Damn near meh to me, not gonna lie. I don't get and I don't understand the people who are like, Spider-Bite and Miles are endgame. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I don't even want to talk about
Just
it.
because
Makes me so angry.
just because she like helped him escape to his universe that
Yeah.
turned out to be not his universe. Like, I don't get it. Moving on though, we've got Spider-Gwen, Gwen Stacy.
You know where to
She's
put
top
her.
5 for sure. But I can't put her at the top. I can put...
Would you put her at 2?
That's the highest I can go with her. Put her over Tom. I put her over Toby. And now it's a discussion of where. I think Andrew is the best. And then it's Gwen or Miles is what we're talking right now.
I think Gwen is over Miles.
And that comes down to personal preference because they're both so well written.
Gwen over Miles. After this movie, yes.
The reason that Gwen's going over Miles is because of Shameik Moore's embarrassing performance to try and pull Hailee Steinfeld on
He's
life.
trying to keep up the tradition of
they're
Spider-Man
both equal pretty much.
pulling their
One of them has to go.
others,
Yeah.
and it's just not working
He
out.
failed miserably, so we'll put Gwen over him. She gets the win in that category. Next, we have Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider, voiced by Andy Samberg. Has a few comedic lines here. I would say
Meh.
he's on par with Noir, so I can't go. It's like, honestly, I think Noir might actually edge him out.
I think he's in the middle of those.
And it's
two.
funny because Andy Samberg does a Nick Cage impression on SNL, so that's kind of meta in a weird way. But yeah, I'd say Scarlet Spider's here. Didn't get a lot of him. He had some funny one-liners. So brooding. The way he talked was great. Next, we have Jess Drew, Spider-Woman.
I'd put her in it solid in between Spider-Ham and Spider-Bite.
Okay, we'll do that,
Because
yeah.
I think she's funny, and I think she's gonna have an interesting character arc in the next movie.
She's gonna have to be the one that almost like turns, because remember there's the shot of her in Across the Spider-Verse where she's watching like Gwen on the playback. I think she's gonna have to be the moral compass of like the elite group of multiverse hoppers.
I think she's gonna understand. She's gonna finally see that Miguel is a crazy psycho lunatic.
Yeah,
So.
she's gonna have to like confront him. It's gonna be a great tension-filled scene. And last but not least, we've got Spider-Man PS4. Look, I've played this game to 100% completion.
I've not played.
I
the game
thoroughly
once in my life.
enjoyed it, and I know a lot of you out there probably are like top 5, but I'm not comfortable putting a video game character over a movie character because when I watch a movie, I resonate more deeply on a personal level. When I'm playing a video game, I kind of just step in the shoes of Spider-Man. So it's less I'm watching Peter Parker. It's like, oh, I'm in like Peter Parker's POV, which is really neat. The cutscenes emotionally move me for sure. But in terms of top 5, like I've watched these characters go on these journeys, and it's like, yes, I get that. It's just such a different sensation, and it's hard to say. So I think amazing. Probably like behind Peter B. Parker.
Okay.
Yeah, I really do think that this is an amazing iteration of the character. I just prefer film to video game characters. That's my personal thing, and say what you will about it, but that's just how I feel.
I've never played the game, so I have 0 input.
So that does it for our tier list ranking of the Spider-Man variants or Spider People. I'm still not sure what I'm going to call this video, but let us know down below who your favorite Spider-Man variant is. What tiers would they be in? Are you Gwen or Miles for top 5? Who's your favorite live-action Spider-Man? Let us know all that down below.
I will say, if we remember to put Spider-Punk on here.
Yes, we forgot. I totally
would,
just forgot to look him up on Google.
I would put him in Amazing behind Peter B.
Okay.
In front of
I would probably go...
He's so funny.
I would probably go...
He's just
maybe
so...
back of Amazing. I think I prefer Spider-Man India over, but Hobie's still good.
I prefer Hobie over Spider-Man India.
So there you have it. That does it. Again, let us know all your thoughts in the comments down below. Hit that like button. Check out Cam's stuff. All of it is linked down below. Stay tuned for more Spider-Man content coming soon, notably a villain tier list. And until next time, see you guys later.